Alright guys and girls, welcome back to another edition of Sniper's Slide Tackle from DFS Army. I am your host, the Daily Fantasy Sniper. It is EPL Match Week 34. Going to continue what we've been doing in this video series the last few weeks. It has gone pretty well. 3 player picks to get you started. I use DraftKings pricing. Again, the key to Daily Fantasy Soccer is that after lineups are released and lineup lock, make sure you're a VIP member. Talk to us in Slack. Use the code SNIPER on dfsarmy.com to become a VIP member and get 10% off. Pretty good run the last few weeks. It came in 4th in King of the Pitch. So obviously, I feel great about that. Used all 3 of the player picks from this video last week. They'll probably all be in my primary lineup again this week. It does always depend what kind of value opens up, but here are some picks to start you off this week for EPL Match Week 34. The key game to target is going to be that hammer match, Bournemouth at Liverpool. Liverpool is a gigantic favorite. Mo Salah is too expensive for me and almost too easy. You could block with him at 13.4 on DraftKings, but he's got to score at least a brace to make value. Makes me a little sketchy. I'm going to throw out a pivot here. You could stack Liverpool. There's not another huge favorite on this slate, but my first pick here in the slide tackle is going to be Roberto Firmino, 10.1 on DraftKings. He's been in a pretty good run of form. 6 of his last 7 games, he has scored double digits on DraftKings. His last, especially at home, I believe he has on the score sheet with a goal or an assist in each of his last 3 home matches. I think more people are obviously going to be on Mo Salah with his crazy run of form. I'm going to shift some of that ownership towards Roberto Firmino. He'll be a little less popular. And again, good form. Liverpool is going to score a couple goals in this matchup with Bournemouth. So while I think Mo Salah is certainly in play, don't want you to forget about Roberto Firmino at 10,100. Second pick, Ryan Fraser, 6,400, did me very well in King of the Pitch last week. You have Junior Stanislas out for the season for Bournemouth, and Jordan Ibe may or may not return. Even if he's back, though, Fraser looked so good last week. He's all over the pitch, racking up peripherals. He's crossing the ball. And this is the first time I'm going on both sides of the same match in this video. While Liverpool is a huge favorite, their defense can be leaky at times. I like Fraser enough to get the value at 6.4. Again, he does enough things where I don't think he's going to bust, and he has that upside that I always talk about. It's that key thing I look for, guys who are unlikely to bust and have a good floor for their price range. It wouldn't surprise me at all if Liverpool wins this match 3-1, 4-1, but Fraser is involved in that Bournemouth goal in some way. The last 2 matches he started, he's thrown in 15 and 10 crosses, had 24 points last week. Ryan Fraser is the second pick here in the slide tackle. Third pick, I'm going to throw out 2 because it's a little injury dependent, but it's Johan Berg Gudmundsson. God, I hope I got that name somewhat close to right. Gudmundsson, 9,000 for Burnley. Burnley needs him badly. He was not in the squad last week because of an injury. A lot of people went to Nkudu. I stayed away there. Didn't really like the matchup, even if he had a monopoly on set pieces. But he will be the backup pick here in case Gudmundsson does not start again. Nkudu's up to 5,900. But in this matchup against Leicester, Burnley being at home, Leicester hasn't been playing great. They lost to Newcastle last week 2-1. And obviously, as I mentioned a couple of times, Burnley is at home. I think they'll have more of the ball. So if Gudmundsson doesn't start and Nkudu does, he'll be kind of the backup pick here. But Gudmundsson, they really have been missing him. Obviously, he's been really the focal point of their offense. Before he got hurt, he'd thrown up scores of 25 points, 16 points, 11 points, all in that $7,000 price range. He's a little more this week, but in the last 3 matches, he averaged 12 crosses a match. He takes shots, draws fouls. He does all those things on DraftKings that makes him very, very valuable. He's a little pricey, but outside of Liverpool, there's not a ton of places I want to pay up for this week. So for For those reasons, Goodmanson is the third pick in the slide tackle. If he doesn't start, go ahead and give me Nkudu for less. So that's what I have for you this week, EPL Match Week 34. Please give me a follow on Twitter at the DFS Sniper. Ask me any questions there. Otherwise, become a DFS Army VIP, and I will see you in Slack chat. Good luck in your contest. I will see you next week.